So this is a full Wehrmacht collection, and let's take a look one by one. This one, it has personalization, and there is a last name and number on the back side of the crossguard. And what do I prefer is originality in factory, how to say it, like construction. It should be assembled in factory with correct parts, and this particular one is that one. You can see special type of Ernst Pack. You can see here's a really nice stamp like Siegfried, and also everything is correct for particular this stamp. Crossguard special type, and the hilt also special type, and scabbard with 2 screws on the sides of the scabbard. So in really nice condition blade. Some traces of patina on top of the silver plating, and aluminum scabbard. This one is really nice. Another one is minty Karl Eichhorn. Karl Eichhorn, you can see it clearly even if you didn't open the scabbard, because the bands on the scabbard are rounded a little. You can see it also. And this one has also traces of gilding on the top swastikas. The blade is minty and original polishing, like a factory polishing, and the stamped squirrel, stamped logo you can see on the back side of the blade. This is a late type of the stamp, head over the shoulder. It's start produced in 1941. Another one you can see also that it's Karl Eichhorn. Just take a look on this part of the scabbard. There is a special arrowhead, and only Karl Eichhorn had this type of the arrows on the scabbard. So you can see it also in mint condition, in near mint condition, with the same logo, late one, produced 1941, 1942. And those naval daggers has been adopted in 1938 with the eagle on top of the hilt, but they stopped wearing it in 1944 and changed it to pistols. So this one is also in minty condition, and probably officers didn't wear it too much because it's only like one dent maybe here, and 99% of gilding. Maybe he just received this dagger and then went to the ship. And also look at the tassel. This tassel is nice because you can see here the wire inside of the, how to say it, like pommel. And this particular one is mostly for Navy daggers also. It's correct for Navy daggers. So my customer gonna receive it soon, and he bought it from alexmp.com, and I'm glad we can connect through that website. And this is my marketplace. So let's take a look at the parcels. This parcel is quite big, and let's open it without any aggressive methods. Okay. Some daggers we can see here. Nice packaging. 1, 2, 3. Empty, empty, empty. K98 bayonet. Another bayonet. This is a stock grip. Sometimes call it Gebersjäger bayonet. It's actually Gebersjäger. And also here, SA dagger. Another SA dagger. This one is transitional. One more SA dagger, but this one is early one. And last but not least, SS dagger model 1933. So this is full collection. You can see here late one, early one, and the transitional SA daggers. And let's start with the SS dagger. You can see here etching on the blade, Meine Heißtreue, and also it's in original cross grain. You can see it has been cleaned a little, but we still can see original cross grain here and original herder stamp on the ricasse. We can see also. The grip is original and in original assembly. So this is a factory grip. Nobody played with it and nobody changed it. Never came out of the grip insignia, SS insignia here, and eagle, because this is a very common problem when someone try to denazify it and then put insignia back, so that those daggers we don't need to buy. But this one with original vertical hanger and with original condition. Also anodizing of the scabbard we can see here mostly, but some part of scabbard are under original patina. Here the tip ball, it has been bended a little, but it's very common problem also, not a huge defect. And also Roman 1 we can see on the lower scabbard. So this one in original and nice condition, including original portopee on it. Portopee adopted for SS daggers for SD in 1942. Another one is a early Paul Zalheimer SA dagger, and this one is also in nice condition and nice etching here. It's not too expensive, but it's still original, never has been apart, and in beautiful scabbard with original anodizing, and everything is nice on it. So anodizing is still here, just like small dots, but it hasn't been apart, hasn't been repainted or reblued or redone scabbard, which is really nice and very valuable. Another one is the transitional RZM M7/25 Wagner, and this Wagner is also in nice condition, nice etching with original paint on the scabbard, nickel plated metal things, and original wooden grip, also never has been apart, and I like it because of that. It was not too expensive because of it's not mint, but I decided to buy it. Another one is very unusual. This is a steel crossguard and magnetic steel nickel plated, both crossguards. This is 1942 production, very late one, and you can see here the blade by Carl Eichhorn on this assemble. So this is kind of unusual and nice piece, and you can see it fits nice here, and it's still with original hanger with belt loop. Also we can see here that bayonet, and that bayonet I already showed it to you, but look at the blade. This blade has etching, and this is Luftwaffe etching with the stamp logo, and Luftwaffe etching has classic type of the nickel plating on top of the etching, which is nice and original condition, original like everything on this bayonet, and stuck grips. Stuck grips means this is a Gebersjäger type with original combat 1942 dated frog, but probably I need to remove this frog from this bayonet because it's better, this frog better for this bayonet. Original 1942 production, 42 FFC. This is a matching set, you can see it. It hasn't been reblued, it's original bluing, and on this bayonet, and all stamps are also here, like a 1, 2, 3, another stamp should be here, one more here, and this one is in really nice condition. So this was a parcel from one of my friends, and I'm gonna upload it to alexmp.com if nobody contacted me before. But anyway, I will upload it there and you can see it closer. And the second parcel is also nice pieces. I bought it recently, so we can check what's inside. It's not a daggers. I know what is what inside. This is something else. Some papers, and yeah, this is an original set of the Life magazines. Let's take a look. This is a historically important set of the Life magazines, and May 14th, just 5 days after the Victory Day, and there is some sort of information inside, but anyway, the best is the cover with the Nuremberg yeah, with a Nuremberg monument on it. Also, another one is September 1944, with a very interesting motif here. It's a Nazi prisoners, we can see on the cover, and also American soldiers we can see here. This one is medic, and few more. They're not medics, they're just soldiers with rifles, like shooters. Another one is October 16th, 1939, German U-boat, and this is very historically important also and interesting magazine, because it was about the Ark Royal and Günther Prien submarine that sank, English battleship in Great Britain, actually. And we need to get some nice pictures. If you want, we can see it closer. Another one is September 18th. Actually, it's 2 days after my birthday, 1939, and war just started, and Britain goes to war. Also, interesting motif here. And another one, it's the last one. It's a German bugler or bugler, March 28, 1938. It's before the war, and he's a musician, and we can see it clearly. And he also has original reissued World War I period helmet. And this one a little more expensive, actually. Let's take a note from another. This one 25.55, and this one, no, there is no notes about this one, but I think it's also very valuable, because this is just after the war thing. But I personally like this one better because of the Kriegsmarine and historically important date also here on the cover. So that was my unpacking. I created a little mess here, and I'm about to depart to Germany, because next week it's gonna be Gunzenhausen Military Antique Show, so I have a flight to New York and then to Germany this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you like videos like that with packing, unpacking, and just sort of my personal experience, let me know. I can find you, I can show you some more pieces and some more items here in Florida in my studio. Thank you guys for watching this video until the end. See you at alexmp.com, and see you next video. Have a good one, and see you real soon.